ADR, this is King Black. Whether it's $2,000 or $600, this eviction danger looms while the stimulus stays in hiatus. Regardless of what happens with the checks, something has to happen quick. Because although what we are living through is tough economically, we haven't seen the true toll that it's had on the economy because of this eviction moratorium that the CDC and the federal government put out. But let the government not move on this, and when you got millions starting to become homeless, then the true state of the economy will come into focus. Let's not get this confused. The rent or mortgages that are owed have not been forgiven. They are only been put on pause to be paid later, an IOU of sorts. They have not been forgiven, only set aside for later. So what that means is the day that the protection eventually ends, whether you haven't paid 3, 6, 9 months of the rent or mortgage, it all suddenly becomes due. And if your landlord isn't open to playing ball and making a payment plan with you, like spreading it over the duration of a new lease or something, the eviction notices are going to start flying. Once that safety rug of that moratorium is yanked from under all the people that are participating, a whole new pain in this country will be seen. It's already happening in certain places already. It's already Some of these evictions are already pre-filed in the courts. They're just ready for that to lift. So when these landlords start posting them notices saying $5, $6, $7,000 are now due in 3, 7 days or 9 days or whatever days time frame they want to give you, or face eviction, then let's see how bad things really get. And then to top it all off, we just started wintertime and it's getting cold out there. So imagine these families losing them houses, them apartments. Now what? They gotta live in their minivan. They gotta go rent a U-Haul truck, outfit the back of it, survive in there. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. And if you're one of those people out there, don't lose hope, but at the same time, prepare yourself to face reality of you might get kicked out. Then you gotta figure out your next step from there. It's not easy. I have not much that I could say that can make you feel better besides we are, as of right now, in the government's hands. Hopefully, you're still able to find new employment, or if you manage to keep your own employment. But there's millions of people out there that either they hold on to the very thin hope that somehow the rent is just going to be forgiven and forgot, and they're spending their money on other things, or you legit had to really spend money on necessities. But now that the help has run out, there is no more extensions, there is no more handouts. We got to wait and see what happens over the next week. I mean, I am filming this, right after Christmas and everything, so we'll see what the government does. But I don't think anybody was expecting Trump at the last second to be like, nope, I'm not signing this. And I'm down for a $2,000 check, but at the same time, I haven't had the need to participate in the rent deferment program, So I won't be subject to that eviction thing when that lifts. But I know there's a lot of people out there counting on that moratorium because it's the only way they're surviving right now. And it's a hard pill to swallow that through no fault of your own. Because of what we're going through, you lost your job and you can't afford to pay your bills. Utility bills are still need to be paid, water, light, If you have a car, your car insurance, and if you finance your car, you still got car payments to make to avoid repossession. So it's been a lifeline. But when that all of a sudden is yanked out from under you, now you're lost. You don't know where to turn to. Churches are overburdened, food pantries are overburdened, then you run into the health risks. So it's like a vicious circle. And, you know, it's happening to a lot of good people. It's happening to people who have never missed a payment, who have, always been dependable, and now they're thrown in a uncertain situation. And I hate how this shirt does this, yo. But you know, all I can say is be strong out there, man. This isn't gonna last forever. I know you might not see the answer now, but do your best to keep your morale up. Don't give up hope. That's the last thing you should do. Is get to that last resort of giving up hope and doing something drastic. Help in one way, shape, or form is coming. I'm just saying, don't pin all your hopes on the government to make everything go away, is all I'm saying. By all means, hustle every day. Try to put in as many applications as you can. Any telework available positions, by all means, apply to them. Don't just sit back. I'm not saying that y'all lazy. I'm sure that you're not. I'm just saying there are some people out there that are like, the government is going to fix my problems. Not this time. Who do we look like, man? Do we look like Bank of America, that they're going to bail us out? I mean, I would have been good with another $1,200, but $600 when we're already going like on month 9 of this. I get what Trump is saying, and if they did 2,000, I ain't hating on it. But because nothing was signed yet, everything gets backtracked. And if that moratorium lifts on that 31st, all them court filings are going to go through, because I think the statistics were 90 to 95% of landlords can afford a lawyer versus only about 30% of tenants can afford a lawyer to go to these eviction hearings. So you're going to have a lot of people that overnight going to be homeless. And law enforcement, them sheriffs, them deputies, them officers, they're going to be extremely busy serving these evictions. And it ain't a fun feeling to see them show up at your house telling you you got a few minutes to get whatever important belongings that you have before they change the locks. Then what are you supposed to do? They don't, depending on who it is, they might empathize, but they don't care, man. They got 15 just like you they got to take care of that same day. They ain't got time to let their hearts bleed. It's going to be tough. We got to pull together as a community out there. I know we got to keep that social distancing, but, help thy neighbor, you know what I mean? In this situation, we're all in this together. There's no finish line in sight that all of us can clearly see yet. And it's kind of a contradiction, because you see all these people about to be evicted, but look at the housing market in a lot of these states, man. It's hot. So it makes you wonder, are all these rich people out here that are worth $1 million or more, are they just buying up the real estate? It's a sad thing, man. Some of these houses up here, you see them put for sale, 2 days later, gone. Contingent. Sold for full asking price. So, I mean, keep your head up. Keep the faith. If you believe in something, pray. If you believe in nothing, reach out to somebody. Get a morale boost somehow. Everybody's going through a rough time. Sometimes all you need is a distraction. But tomorrow's going to be another day. Just make sure you stay healthy. Make sure you stay safe. We'll see what happens. ADR.